Hello everybody, Tyler here. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're doing a beginner guide on how to farm Friday Dungeon on Expert mode. So that's the Shrine of Spirits Expert for 25 stamina. You're going to need to farm this one to obtain Dub-Mythlits or Dub-Mythlits. I call them Dub-Mythlits, but they look like this. They have two spheres, and then in the end you can also have a chance to get this Dub-Mythlit, which is required to evolve a lot of monsters. So let's build up a team that can tackle this dungeon. So down at edit team, I've chosen my leader. I happen to have a red ogre in my monster box, and look at his leader skill. We have resolve. It may survive when hit points are reduced to 0. What this means is that as long as you're at 70% hit points or more, that next hit that would normally kill you will take you down to 1 hit point. And this is what we call a resolve team or a zombie team, and it's actually what I used like 2 years ago when I started Puzzle & Dragons to farm Friday Dungeon. So what you want to do is give yourself a team that has as little hit points as possible. So I'll go to change order and I order it by hit points. Where is it? Right here. And I'll scroll all the way to the bottom, and the number underneath the box shows the hit points of the card. What you could do is, pick all of the same element if you really wanted. So if I have red ogres, I can pick red myth or red lits. I call them lits, and you can match a red, and it will attack with all that red element at once. But because I'm a little bit more comfortable with the game, I'm going to pick one of each color. And if you look at these guys, they only have 10 hit points each. That mask only has 20 hit points, so when we push OK, the total hit points are only 485, which is really good for a resolve team. You want to keep that low. And what you want to do is pair this with another card that has recovery per turn. The best two farmable leaders to pair a resolve team with are Siren and Cupid. Siren is a better choice because she has a better active and she can carry you in the long run if you decide to pair her up with Green Odin. That team is a really old team, but I think it's still quite effective in the normal dungeons. Alan was really nice to provide us with a Siren, so let's load up the Friday Dungeon, Shrine of Spirits Experts, and look there, I have it all. That's Alan right there. I'm gonna pick him. So Alan has ultimate evolved his Siren, but it's not leveled up too high, which is good. That keeps our hit points really low. Right now his hit points are at 1310, so 1310 plus 45, we only have about 2,000 hit points. 1,800 to 2,000 hit points. His leader skill, Eternal Song, massively heals hit points when matching orb. So as long as you match an orb, you will heal your hit points by 4 times the recovery. And so the recovery right now is 554. Multiply that by 4, that's 220 or 2,200. And because our hit points our total hit points will be at 1,800, we will heal to full every time we match orbs, and this is important for the resolve team. If you're pairing yourself with Siren or Cupid, who are not ultimate evolved, the recovery per turn is going to be significantly less. It's going to be a multiplier of 1 times the recovery instead of 4 times the recovery. So for this Siren, if it wasn't ultimate evolved, it would have about 500 recovery per turn. And this is not really good for this resolve team, so you're going to have to take advantage of the heart orbs on the board. This particular guide won't be taking advantage of the heart orbs, but if you're taking down to 1 hit point, make sure you use a heart orbs to heal, and this is why Siren is a little bit of a better choice because she can create heart orbs for you. As a reminder, our resolve, we survive as long as our hit points are above 70%. So this is a standard farming team. I like to choose one of each color because I'm more comfortable solving the board that way. If you have a monster, if you have a card that has a main element and a sub element, this makes the dungeon a lot easier because these lits, they have a lot of defense, but they have low health. and so each attack you do will only do 1 damage. So if you have a sub element and a main element, both of those will count as a damage. So if I match a set of 3 blues, then you will have 2 damage coming out from this siren. Everybody else, because they have a main element and no sub element, they will do 1 damage. And I guess you'll see when we enter the dungeon. So let's go into this dungeon, Friday dungeon. I need to farm a lot of these anyway. So with these little lits, there's no real big problem. You won't need to take a hit because they only do about, I think, 50 damage each. So we're going to just match orbs. I'm gonna do the purple, the blue. Yeah. So you see these numbers on top of these lits. There's one that will attack in 1 turn, one that will attack in 2 turns. You want to make sure that those numbers are different, and they are here in this case. So we don't really need to worry about. We don't really need to worry about focusing any of them down. Let's see, I'm gonna do blue, and then I'll do yellow if I can. Alright, battle 1 complete, battle 2. So these are where the lits, or this is where the resolve team really shines. If you look here, this guy is at 3 turns cooldown, and this guy's at a 4 turn cooldown. They won't attack at the same time. So what this means is that we can do, we don't need to focus on one of them, because I think if they both attack at the same time, then that defeats the purpose of the resolve team. We'll be hit to 1 hit point on 1 attack, and then we'll be taken down and killed on that 2nd attack. So this is okay. So what I'm gonna do is, you know, match some orbs. There's a yellow. Cool cascades going on. Oh, I happen to be focusing on this red lit, this red Dub-Mythlits, just by chance. So we're going to take a hit in the next turn. These Dub-Mythlits do 6,666 damage, and that will normally kill us, but because we have that red ogre, that resolve will keep us alive. So here we go. Nice. So we got the red one, which is actually what I need. Next, we'll just keep going here. Blue. Hey, we got all the elements. Everybody's attacking at once. Boom. So we took 6,666 damage, but because we have that ogre, we're not dead yet. And on the next turn, Siren will heal us to full as long as we do a match. So we're just going to keep going. We're going to match some orbs here. There we go. Pretty sweet, right? This is an old school team, old resolve team. So these 2 guys will attack at the same turn. I'm just going to try to focus on one of them. The AI would normally focus on like the ones with the lowest hit points anyway. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Hey, maybe I'll get the light one, because I need a lot of light ones to evolve the baby Tamadras. Those are to awaken your cards, and if you're still starting out, you don't need to worry about that. But just know that the light ones are pretty helpful to keep mid-game. If you don't have any space in your box for these guys, you know, feel free to sell them or eat them. Boom, took a hit. But we are a zombie team. Alright, we'll speed this up here. So hopefully a couple of these guys will attack on the same turn. Wouldn't be fun otherwise. Alright, here we go. The blue and the green one will attack in the same turn, so we'll need to focus on one of them. Let's pick the green one. So what I'm gonna do is Match a bunch of colors. I forgot how many hit points these guys have. I think it's about 10. So you want to do some damage. I have a lot of blue elements, so I want to focus on matching blues. Let's do green, blue, and purple. I think that should be enough. Green, purple, blue. Yeah, not bad. So that blue guy attacked us. We're taken down to 1 health. This guy will attack us in the next turn, but because we have Siren, as long as we do a match of anything, then we'll be healed to full. Or, I guess if you match any heart orbs, that works too. So let's keep going. I'm gonna speed this up here. Yeah. If you are just starting out, I hope you guys are enjoying the game. I guess it's a pretty old game. I started a year after the North American release. So I think it's about 3 years old. I'm really surprised when people ask me to, create guides like this because, I guess Puzzle & Dragons has been out for so long, but as requested by you, I'll make anything. I'll make anything you want. Looks like we have people that'll attack on the same turn, so I'm going to focus on this one, this light one. Oh, and we're in trouble. We need to make sure we take one out. I'm going to speed this up a little here. Yeah, we'll be okay. Here we go. We'll take out that light dub. Hopefully we get one. That's all I need. We didn't get it. Alright, so these two guys will attack in the same turn. We just need to focus on one of those and we'll be okay for the rest of the round. Alright, here we go. Oh, and when you farm these guys, it's better to farm when it's during a 2x event, and that comes quite often. You'll see a 2x multiplier drop when you click on the Friday dungeon. And it just guarantees you a drop every round. If you're going to do this off event, you may not. You'll still get a lot of Mythlits, but you may not, have a drop in a single round. Maybe you'll get like 3 or 4 drops out of the 5 rounds, but if it's during an event, you'll always get a drop. Alright, Dub-Mythlit, clear. So that is the Resolve team. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Right now we're in the middle of the Hello Kitty event. Let me know if you guys are rolling for any Hello Kitty cards. I'm not a fan of Hello Kitty, and I don't think any of these Hello Kitty cards will benefit any of my teams or any potential teams that I have in my box, so I don't plan on rolling for this. If you guys are trying to spend your stones wisely, I recommend that you don't spend it on collaboration machines like Hello Kitty, DC, and Batman. Only if you're a really big fan of those things, then, roll away, but generally save these stones for Godfests. The next Godfest has actually been announced. We're getting Egyptian 1, Norse gods, and on day 2 we're getting Indian 1 and Indian 2. Very interesting. So if you guys are planning to roll for this, let me know which ones you plan to roll for. I don't know if Alan and I are going to roll for this one. Maybe we'll do a few rolls or two. We'll see. It gets pretty dangerous when Alan and I are together. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a beginner guide to the Friday dungeon. A little example on how to use the Resolve team. This team also works on Wednesday dungeons. So if you're looking for that mystic mask, I think it's a mystic mask. It looks like a yellow mask, a yellow tribal mask. If you're farming for that one, this team also works for that. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. I'll leave you a thumbs up and a comment if I've read it for sure. And until next time, guys, have fun. I'll see you later.